Have you ever wondered how many clients you should have in your private practice for it to be considered full? Good news, I'm going to dive into that right now. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Lindsay. I'm a financial therapist, and I'm also a coach for therapists in social justice or of marginalized identities looking to grow their profitable practices from the inside out. So when we talk about caseload and average caseload, I just want us to take a step back and realize that this type of concept doesn't necessarily apply to private practice the same way it would in other settings. When we're thinking about agency work or hospital work, the idea of a caseload is a little bit different. I've seen caseloads of anywhere from 50 to 400, depending on the type of environment that we work in. So when social workers, therapists, marriage and family therapists, or counselors are transitioning out of agency work, hospital work, or case management work and into private practice, a lot of them are like, oh, I used to have a caseload of 40. I'll just have a caseload of 40 again. But that doesn't really work for us because a caseload of 40 is very different in an agency than a caseload of 40 in private practice. Because as a caseload of 40 in private practice, we're not just talking about the 40 client-facing hours, we're also talking about all the admin, all the billing, all of the website upkeep, the office upkeep, if you have a physical office space, all of that other stuff that comes into play that we just don't really have to deal with in agency work. Plus, I imagine most of you left agency, hospital, or case management work because it was putting you on the edge of burnout or bureaucracy was dragging you down and you just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So let's not recreate a system that was broken elsewhere and bring it into our private practices, okay? When we think about how many clients you need to be seeing, we really need to be thinking about you. What I mean by that is, when is your energy best? How many clients do you want to see per day? How many clients do you want to see per week? Do you like working mornings? Do you like working evenings? Do you prefer working during the weekday or on weekends? I really want you to think about, if I could craft the ideal schedule for my private practice, what would it look like? Literally get out a piece of paper and a pen and jot down, Monday through Sunday, and put in there what you imagine you want to do. Maybe you like doing clients back to back and you want to have 3 clients in the mornings, and then you like the afternoons to do your case notes and do admin work and be done. But I want you to really think about, how many clients do I have the energetic capacity to see and do good work, and start from there. That is a much better place than Googling how many clients should I see and picking an arbitrary number based off of what some random person who you don't know tells you need to see. So when it comes to full-time, this is the other thing people get tripped up on. It's like, well, full-time means I need to be working 40 hours a week. According to who? According to literally, I'll have to dig up the law, but it's basically that 40-hour work week was put into place in the 40s or 50s after World War II, when people were working so much and accidents were happening a lot. The 40-hour work week helped us to cap the amount of energy that we were expending in the United States to prevent injury from happening. So it was literally put into place to keep us safe. It has nothing to do with whether or not that is a good amount of time to work, whether or not that's the right amount to work. It has nothing to do with anything except for preventing injuries. So let's take that 40-hour work week and scrap it, which I know is hard because we've all internalized the noise that we have to work 40 hours a week, okay? So let's put that to the side and think about, what is your full time? Meaning, how many clients can you see on average without compromising your therapeutic capacity and your energetic capacity? And that's where I want you to start. That's your full-time. And here's the other thing. Your full-time can go up and it can go down depending on your energetic needs. Pre-pandemic, my full was about 18 clients. Post-pandemic, my full is 12 clients. Why? That is what we've been experiencing over the past 2+ years. Has also been hard for me. And I think therapists forget to acknowledge that we're also a part of this global and chronic trauma that keeps happening. And we're also processing all of these losses and heaviness and intensity simultaneously with our clients. It just takes more energy for me to show up fully grounded than it did pre-pandemic. So get used to this idea that your energetic capacity and needs are going to change. And if you know how much to charge your clients and you can do it in a way where you can uphold your boundaries, it's going to be a win-win situation because the clients who work with you are going to get the best of you. They're not going to get this like kind of glazed eye therapist who's like really struggling and just subsisting off of caffeine. Okay. We don't want that. So I really want you to think about, what does full-time for me feel like? How many clients can I safely see and provide good work with? And that is kind of the number you want to start with. In total transparency, I've never seen 30 clients in a week in private practice. That would be bonkers to me. I don't know how people do that. When I hear people say that, I'm like, some people can do that. Everybody's energetic capacity is different. It's not about judgment, but my like full to the max was 18. And now I am somewhere else entirely. So in order to figure out your fee, you need to figure out how much money you need to be bringing in personally and also in your business to make ends meet. Add in for taxes, add in for time off, and reverse engineer your way there. I will link maybe here in a little card how to set your fee for private practice. But let's go back to figuring out some different ways to think outside of the box about how you can set up your therapist schedule. I know for me, I am a learner, like I need examples. So what we're going to do now is shift into some examples of how different people set up their schedules. And I'm going to start with yours truly. My schedule is such that on Mondays and Fridays, no client work for me. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are my client-facing days, and those are the days where I'm practicing psychotherapy. Mondays are my admin days. They are my podcasting days. They are my newsletter writing days. They are my billing days. They are the days where I'm dedicating my energy to something else besides therapy. And then Fridays are my catch-up day. Fridays are the days where I'm doing notes, where I'm following up with clients who I haven't heard from, where I might be doing billing things. And I try to kind of put a little bow on it before I head into the weekend. That's a schedule that works for me. Everybody's different. I used to do my notes immediately after each session. And then over time, I've shifted to doing all of my notes on Fridays, and that works for me, but you have to do what's best for you. I'm not a super morning person. I'm not a super late person. I see clients from 10 to 4. Not like all jammed in throughout the day, but that's kind of the window of time where I'm at my best. And that's when my clients are going to see me at my best. I'm not seeing clients at like 8 in the morning or at 7 o'clock at night, because I just wouldn't fully be present. It wouldn't be fair to them and it wouldn't be fair to me. If you are an early bird, you can set up your schedule to be maybe 18 clients or 15 clients Monday through Friday, and you can start seeing clients from 7 a.m. to noon. You could do 7 a.m. to noon, have 4 sessions in a row with like a nice 15-minute break in between, so you can actually go to the bathroom and actually eat a snack. You can take a nice lunch, and then in the afternoon, you can do all of your notes. And if you're going, nobody's going to want to work with me at 7 a.m. That's not true. I've had past clients who've asked me like, can you see me earlier? I'm like, no, but a lot of people would love to get their therapy out of the way before they go to work or first thing in the day. So don't automatically shut it off because you're worried about what people will or won't be able to do. Really set it up to work for you, and then you'll call in aligned clients that are a good fit for you, and it becomes this win-win. Now, if you are a night owl, we can just flip that. We can figure out, okay, maybe I'll start my day at 3 and end it at 9. And maybe at 3, that's my admin hour. Maybe I'm doing my notes, my emails, my care coordination in that first hour. And then I'm seeing clients from, 4 to 8 with a half hour or an hour break for dinner time. If that's when your energy is best, so many people love to have therapy after work hours. So if you could start seeing clients at 4 and go through 7 or 8, you're going to be just fine too. So that's a night owl schedule. What if you have to do a lot of caregiving or caretaking during the week, and really your weekends are the only time available to work, but you want to work? So we can do that, right? We can work from Friday to Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, doesn't matter. And you can work from like 9 to 4 or from 10 to 5. And you can still see like 12 clients over 3 days or 15 clients over 3 days. You could see 3 in a row, take a nice lunch break, see another 2 or 3 clients, and then have your admin hour at the end of the day. So those are a few different examples of how you can set up your caseload to work for you. Now, if you're a psychiatrist, this is very different because psychiatrists are often, they're doing like a deep intake and then they're doing med reviews that are 15 minutes long or 30 minutes long, compared to a psychotherapist. There's my dog. That's my dog, Birdie. If you haven't seen her before, welcome. She's always here. So if you're a psychiatrist and you're like, how does this fit in for me? You can take those sample schedules and then just break them up. Like, imagine seeing 3 patients per hour or 4 patients per hour, depending on your energetic caseload and how you, or your energetic capacity and how you prefer to manage your appointment. So it's a little bit different there, but it's the same idea. Set it up for when it works best for you, and then you can kind of slot clients in a way that works for you. If I didn't make my point clear, do not try and mimic agency work, hospital work, or case management work in your private practice. Really try and figure out, when do I work best? Set up your schedule as is, and then start filling those spaces there. If you need more help setting up your private practice, I have a couple of ways you can work with me. We can jump right into a one-on-one deep dive in my Power Hour sessions, and that is where we dive right in, answer a few questions, and you'll get a write-up of what we talked about. If you want even more spaciousness and you want to be in a community of other social justice-minded therapists, you can check out my group practice offering Grow a Profitable Practice from the Inside Out.